Welcome, audience. It's time for a fun film, DC Animated style. Written by Gail Simone and directed by Lauren Montgomery. Also written by William M. Marston. It's the
and
Wonder
and
Woman film.
and of course produced by Bruce Timm.
Oh, this one was produced by Bruce Timm as well.
Well, no,
Nice.
Bruce Timm has been in charge of the DC Animated Universe since the Batman animated series.
Mm-hmm. Although the movie still
Anyway,
didn't vary, but anyway, but I digress. So, this is an origin film. A very welcome up to any newcomers comic book wise. Don't worry, folks, we'll have Dwibs for Squirm Generations commentary. But, yeah, basically, Wonder Woman was one of the first, I think it may have been the third, of what is now the long running trend of DC animated flicks, based off of comic book arcs, or in this case, of course, telling origin tales. And this one goes for the version of Wonder Woman that was born from clay and came from a tribe of
the Silver
Amazons.
Age, so the Silver Age origin story, which is the more iconic one. The Golden Age origin has been scrapped at this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, without further ado, audience, basically start right before the Warner Premiere logo, the big blue zoomy one, and here we go. In 3, 2, 1, click.
I forgot, Jova. Obviously, it's an origin story. Wonder Woman was already introduced, obviously, in the DC animated universe. But I forgot, was it in the Justice League cartoon or even before?
Justice League cartoon.
Okay, just like Aquaman. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Again, it's quite an interesting balance we have. Whereas DC are rocking it with their animated movies, Marvel.
And mostly video games.
Marvel's animated movies.
Yeah.
The less said about them, the better. Whereas when it comes with live action stuff, Marvel's doing pretty swell, and DC.
They also do have some good stuff here and there, like the Guardians of the Galaxy TV show isn't that bad.
Wait, there's a Guardians of the Galaxy.
Anyway, war is hell and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Okay, now you're just showing up. But yes, we open with, of course, well, what else? War and the Amazons.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't start it immediately with narration.
Yeah.
Especially because the Amazons themselves has pretty much a very complicated backstory to them.
Which got even more complicated with New 52, but let's not talk about that right now. Because
especially because it's over. Thank God.
Well, some parts of it's over, some got assimilated into the new stuff.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Ares.
Ah, yes, Ares, the god of war. An occasional DC sort of.
Yeah, in the DC universe, it tends generally to be Wonder Woman's villain, but sometimes he just does whatever the fuck he wants. Basically, his main goal is just to create wars and conflicts. But that's pretty much it.
Hey, remember the time when he got his butt kicked by Aquaman? That was actually that was awesome for Aquaman. Lord knows the guy needs awesomeness.
Yikes!
Ooh. Ouch. Of course, being the god of war, Ares speeds off of the very thought of war.
So whatever happens, even if he wins or loses, he's just happy. He's a simple guy. Ow.
Ooh.
To be fair, I prefer this design of Ares way better than the one they gave into Injustice. It was pretty much, in that game, it was pretty much a Darth Vader, Greek Darth Vader armor.
Because Shrouded Face in Darkness is awesome with the glowing red eyes.
I guess.
Well, no shortage of awesomeness coming from Athena over there.
Mhm.
And yes, to avoid
Yeah.
confusion, that's not the actual goddess Athena, it just happens to be an Amazon named Athena.
Lady, I'm not sure it's the right time to pray, you know.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you very much. Oh.
If you don't know water, then what are you even doing here?
Amazon drafting. That's
I
sadly
guess, but
I suppose.
Oh, trust me, Pedro. The Amazons are very,
no,
very,
I know.
very strict.
I know. Oh,
Oh, there you go. Artemis and Philippus. I forgot if they are two here or not.
Let's see.
They usually tend to be a duo that were some relevance a couple of years ago, but then they, if I recall, they got forgotten anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm not expecting them to show up here.
Yeah. Actually, I was mistaken. That Amazon who is rocking everything and has a sister, yeah, that one actually is Artemis.
Oh, okay.
Voiced by Rosario Dawson.
Huh.
And of course, the sister is voiced by who else? Tara Strong.
of course. Tara Strong shows up a lot in these DC anime movies anyway.
Yeah. It's like Jennifer Hale. When it comes to superheroes, you can expect Jennifer Hale everywhere.
Oh yeah, especially voicing Killer Frost. But yeah, basically, Artemis' sister here is called Alexa.
Okay.
It always confused me though when I first saw this. I almost thought that was actually the goddess Artemis, but
Oh, jeez.
But you see, too, this is DC, so we're much darker and edgier than Marvel.
I'll just say it's...
No, but even for the standard DC animated stuff, this seems to be a step forward. I mean, yeah, with Batman there was stuff like murdering and everything, but it was mostly implied or glossed over. Here, you see a body get decapitated.
By the way, fun fact, that was their son. Yes,
What?
Hippolyta had a son with Ares. That was their son she just beheaded. Frax.
God is not pleased.
Of course, you're just having a bit of fun, and Zeus has to spoil the party.
She doesn't
What a
want-
bummer.
She doesn't
Yeah,
want-
like I said, Zeus does not approve of this situation.
Oh, hi, Hera.
Okay. And very quick fashion, too.
Oh yeah, they actually lost all their men in the war too. This is back when the Amazons did not hate all men. I miss those days.
Themyscira, there you go.
Yep.
Well, the real origin story for the Amazon was a bit different, but this one works well enough.
Yeah.
Which looks like a pre-Columbian city for some reason.
It looks like Disney's Atlantis.
And there you go. That's the classic image that was also featured in the origin comic. I thought I was so desperate because that life of Themyscira was so, empty for her. But out of desperation, she she modeled a child out of clay.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact.
And prayed to the gods to give it life.
Yeah. Fun fact, in the DC animated series, it turns out that the twist is like, well, not only did Hippolyta carve Diana, but she had a partner in sculpting her, Hades of all people.
Wait, what?
Yeah, don't you remember how Hades mentions that he kind of sculpted Diana with her
I
mother?
forgot.
That one's mentioned in Justice League, the Unlimited series. Yeah, basically, in that one, let's just say Hippolyta had a relationship with Hades. Didn't go so well. Anyway, now on to the story where we see a grown-up Diana doing what else? Showing what she's
Fighting.
got. Ooh. Ah, that good old trademark Gail Simone writing.
Or maybe not. I guess.
Ooh.
hmm Yeah, the real origin story said that in the heart of Themyscira there was also an ancient evil, an unspeakable evil that had to be guarded, and that's why the Amazons had to be always trained. But that our story arc was a complete mess in the end. So I'm glad they didn't bother to actually have it here.
Yeah. Speaking of an evil guarded.
But yeah, we have Ares here, I guess, holding prison.
Mm-hmm. And yes, folks, Ares is in fact voiced by Dr. Octopus himself, Alfred Molina.
Alfred Molina.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alfred Molina. Huh. Interesting casting choice.
Whatever. He got removed of his powers. He's almost.
Yes.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Steve. Ah, there's that good old Silver Age dialogue.
Yeah. Well, at least we're not explaining everything in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I spoke too soon. Bandits? What? Is this Ace Combat now?
Codename, Phantom Strike.
Those poor, senseless humans.
Oh, hi,
Like-
Yeah, it kind of was like Captain Planet.
Yeah.
Well, she actually does look a bit like Whoopi Goldberg's character.
Yeah.
Oh, so we kinda still kept the fact. Oh, okay.
Yeah. They like to glimpse back at that world. However, the thing is, like, when they sort of interact with the mirror, the cloaking device, yes, the Amazonians have cloaking technology.
Yeah,
Kind
that's
of,
the thing.
goes
They
distorted.
combined the mythology of our gods with actually superior technology.
Yeah, that's
Overall.
that's why you always see those jokes about Wonder Woman driving invisible airplanes and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
One particular joke that I remember is in Family Guy, where Superman finds Wonder Woman. Oh, and Wonder Woman flying in your invisible plane. And I see, oh, this is kind of embarrassing. I'm actually in the invisible bathroom of the invisible plane.
I miss those days
I
when
guess
Family Guy
not.
made me laugh more than rage.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, we still have South Park.
True.
I guess, yeah.
So, what else to break up the peace
Shush.
but a possible crash landing? Nah, actually, I just want to take a piss and go to sleep. I'm a horse. What do you think? She's more the reading variant. Direct hit.
Okay, I have to say that CGI for the planes for 2009 animated movie looks a bit off. I understand it's hard and everything, but come on, it's 2009. You could do better than that.
Maybe it was a special artistic choice and they just wanted to make him look realistic to give a sense of seriousness? That's what
I don't
often
know.
they seem to do with the
Do a barrel.
Well, again, like I said, Jova, like unlike Marvel's kitty schlock, DC is edgy and extreme and
And
adult.
hardcore. Yay! I'm actually surprised Image Comics didn't even try to do like an animated Spawn movie.
Yeah. Where'd he go?
Right under
Gotcha.
you. So he did the Captain Kirk maneuver in Star Trek too. Okay.
Yes.
True connoisseurs of Star Trek know this move.
No, the best friend died. I wouldn't even expect that. Whatever.
Hey, the best friend's still alive, surprisingly.
At all.
Well, shoot. But in her one moment of psychotic rage, Hippolyta then gave him a landing spot.
We.
Mayday! 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 We are falling fast and I am flying over what appears to be...
A rejected Disneyland attraction.
My god, did Walt Disney really try to cover up that much while he was alive? Mayday! Mayday! I'm now over what looks to be a rejected Lilo and Stitch area! Mayday! Mayday! I think
Well,
I'm fine?
Huh.
yay, a plane crash in a DC media with actual survivors.
Whew. And all it took was 2009 years.
To be honest, this movie came out before Dark Knight Rises, so I'm not judging it fairly.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Well, what else would you expect, honestly, on Themyscira?
Well, you just found your paradise pilot. Congratulations.
You know, this seems like the start of a porno.
Actually, yeah, I've seen plenty of hentai that starts like this.
Yep, and there's the spear. I know how this goes.
Oh, come on, the man didn't even do anything.
Yeah,
Eesh.
not as far as they're concerned.
Don't you see, Pedro? All men are rapists, no matter what.
I forgot.
Served again, Artemis. Better luck next time.
Ow.
Oh! Yow!
Okay, okay, this guy has probably had the worst fortune cookie ever in his entire life, or something.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Every man's dream, I mean, and he can't even enjoy
No,
it.
I mean, not just that. He started his probably daily routine as a pilot. His entire squad got killed, and in order just to save his life, got landed on an island woman with her intention to kill him. Ow.
Not many that can do that, though.
Did that kick just use a whip sound effect?
Dude,
Oh!
you do not let your guard down like that. Or otherwise, yeah, stuff like that happens. Okay, so on the list of things that can make this guy's day even worse, kick to the crotch and an uppercut.
Just be thankful we didn't go for the castration torture.
Finally, someone who doesn't try to say hello by trying to kill me.
What the fuck? Alright, the lasso. For those who don't know, pretty much the short thing is that lasso manages to let everyone who's whipped with to tell the truth, no matter what.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, really?
Well, to be fair, yeah,
Oh,
the Amazons
Oh.
wouldn't really know about that kind of stuff. You see, ladies, asking questions first can actually lead to profitable results. Just saying.
Don't you see, Mansalore barbarians, pigs.
Okay, never mind.
You're asking for it, dude.
I take that back.
Well, on the plus side, they don't know what wreck means. And they thankfully
Oof.
didn't ask him.
Of course. Oh.
But
Oh, very good.
But how am I supposed to go with him and then see that the humans are not so bad and fall in love with him and then learn a valuable lesson then?
You seem awfully knowledgeable already, my child.
Oh, okay, never mind
Well,
then.
just be thankful that Hippolyta is not in her crazy full period.
Oh, hi, Persephone. Again, not the goddess Persephone, just an Amazon named after Persephone.
Hmm. Hmm? Gee, I wonder what's gonna happen. I mean, this character lamented 2 times in a row that she wanted to go to war, and we're placing her in guard of a god of war.
Admittedly, yeah, this is reminiscent of the Origins comic. So, what's she gonna do so that she can get through this unnoticed? Well, we'll see later. You're telling me, lady.
I forgot, wasn't in the original comic like brainwashed by Cersei or something? Well, whatever.
No. Anyway, in the Origins comic, like as such, Wonder Woman, of course, goes in wearing a mask. However, unlike
Yeah,
the
in order
original
to
comic,
sneak
where it was
the,
literally just a mask on the face, she actually has a whole helmet here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Direct hit!
Well, of
Alright,
course,
All right, I guess it's time. I guess it's time for the pilot to learn the Amazon ways and become one of them.
Step 1: lose the penis.
Well, he can be an honorary member.
Ow.
Okay, an honorary member of the Amazons at Smeo. Okay, sure, let's give it a try.
Again, Joe ends the honorary part.
There you go. They had to mention it somewhere.
Well, I see they're well known with that term. Yield to me, the champion! One way or another.
Yikes.
Already heard that one. Well, at least you were nice enough to finish it off for her after you killed her.
Be polite, be efficient, and have a plan to kill everyone you meet.
Yeah, she's the most politeful trader you'll ever meet. Well, gee, who'd have thought that years without, the comfort of the opposite sex might cause someone to turn traitor?
Not just that, also. Thanks to this, also,
No
Persephone is pretty much...
either.
No, it's also, yeah, cooking the... It's literally cooking the queen. Her queen, because, remember, at the beginning, Ares said he actually slept with Hippolyta.
Yep.
Glorious.
Of course, the final challenge is what else? The bracelet
Catch the arrow.
challenge.
Oh, alright, with the wrists, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, might as well tend to the loser who kind of has an arrow stuck in her. I couldn't be more proud of you as if you were my own daughter. We were thinking about adding armor on the arms and the legs, but we figured that would weigh you down too much.
Dun dun
Dun, dun.
dun.
Gee, who would have known?
Well, I'll be a daughter of Zeus.
Well, at least Hippolyta remained stoic. In the comic, she just lost it.
Well, since she has proved to literally be their best asset and winner, only makes sense.
I love how nobody in the background went, Miss Palatina, this is against the rules. Is no one going to mention this? No? Oh, wait.
That's
no, never mind.
nepotism.
And Artemis doesn't really care a lick for her sister.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I am stoic Palatina and I cannot show emotion. Also,
Oh, no.
boob shots.
No, Artemis is just going on about how her sister was weak and all that.
There you go.
And there we go. Now we have Wonder Woman in full costume.
Yes.
And that's
Here's
the
the- and-
invisible plane.
And here's the invisible plane.
You know, I just realized something. You see, live-action DC movies, this is how you start off the origin story. Instead of, constantly flashing from modern to past. Not that that can't be done well, but...
The problem is that Zack Snyder's... Well, it's a different. It's two different things, Joe. But the reason that's a problem in Suicide Squad is because the stupid mess of an edit that it was. As for the Zack Snyder movies, it's just because Zack Snyder is desperately trying to be Christopher Nolan.
True. Good point. This playful banter.
Yes, Palutine. Yes, Palutine. Keep just ignoring the fact that people in your among you want to kill others. That's gonna go well.
Boy, I can't wait for your banter concerning Hippolyta when we get to the comics like Amazon's
Also, don't ask about anything related to the Invisible Planes. Its origin story and reasoning changes like every 5 numbers or something.
Would you believe that there's actually one where Batman made it fur and another where it turned into a horse?
Yeah, oh god.
So this is the human world.
Yeah.
So there you go. We're actually playing the alien creature to the normal world finds himself in Central Park, and for once it's not stupid.
Oh my god, you're right.
Oh.
Get it? This is a Wonder Woman movie. It's about feminism.
The great thing about this, though, is like, it doesn't just write to where it doesn't feel.
No. Well, no. I don't mind because the whole reason the Wonder Woman character was created was exactly for that purpose anyway. So it kind of has to be in there.
Oh, I get that. It's just like, well, I heavily prefer it when they do stuff like this as opposed to when they do stuff like. You know what? No.
Diana, you're a bit too direct.
Well, it's good advice. Just like that.
Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, that's... Oh god, he just made a prostitution joke. Seriously, what's the rating of this movie? I have to check.
No, the DC animated movies have always been geared towards adults.
I know, but again, this sounds a step forward.
Oh,
and not in
yes,
a bad direction, honestly.
Oh, yes. Basically, they're generally PG-13. I think there's a few that are PG.
Well, remember, Taro, Gail Simone is writing this.
True.
Same woman who brought us the Deadpool we know and love. Ooh. I'm totally not into steroid using prostitution, by the way. Oh, don't worry, Diana.
True.
Give it a few years. Rebecca Sugar will show him who's boss.
Must resist Donald Trump joke.
Focus, dude.
I guess he's just trying to lighten the mood. A rigged election in Britain involving leaving Britain? God dang it, movie. I was trying to save those jokes for Public Enemies, you know.
The rusty nail.
And believe it or not, it is not a stripper joint. Well, it doesn't get much more better than Ares, I'll admit.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, even Hades often keeps more in check than that guy.
Yeah, well, Zeus was his
Very
own
creative.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't get the memo that Amazons tend to drink on a regular basis. That and they're usually bigger, so.
Donk.
You lose.
Sorry, my heart belongs to Clark Kent.
Ugh.
Sorry, I had to do it was there.
You know, I'm really surprised that the DC live-action universe actually went for the Batman and Wonder Woman thing instead of Clark Kent and Wonder Woman. That's one saving virtue.
Uh-oh.
Oh. You wouldn't believe how much money we make off from the Marvel citizens off of that tax.
That and the people from the first Gravity Rush, I guess. I'm not even kidding too. I don't know if you've played it, but the citizens
yet.
in the citizens in the first Gravity Rush pretty much operate on Marvel citizen logic.
Oh boy.
Ungrateful assholes, I guess.
Yeah.
Ow.
I'm gonna just run right at the woman who reflected bullets and body slammed my buddy.
There you go.
I'd have preferred it in a much higher tone, but that'll do.
Oh, hello there.
Come here often?
Maybe he's from the Bronx.
Oh, hi, Demos. Basically, he's a demigod. And he's voiced here by John DiMaggio.
Well, he's too a veteran when it comes to voicing in superhero media.
Mm-hmm. Did a stellar Joker voice here and there. Ow. Ugh, didn't stick around for that one. And action dress rip. Okay, that's one way to use a dress.
Julie's place.
I get the feeling like that's a reference to something, but I'm drawing a blank.
No, probably not. If they wanted to do something like that, they would have probably did something. Oh, yeah, high heels.
Wow. Women's fashion really does have its uses.
Ow.
If you have a foot fetish, you probably enjoyed that. Alright, big guy. Now it's time for my favorite game of Truth or Dare.
What the fuck?
So this means we must go and meet 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has and be sure to not make any water jokes around him. His hair tends to.
Calm down silently.
Next, we have to put them on a truck so that oh wait, sorry.
Ow.
Efficient. We should talk more like this often. We get a lot to know each other. Huh. Normally a lot of men would die to see a woman descending upon them like that.
Jeez.
Not even the rats are spared. And of course, Persephone is voiced by Vicky Lewis. Battering style.
No, she reminds me actually of more of like, well, I guess in retrospective, it took inspiration from this Xena's flying disc.
Mm. So, who's the lucky volunteer?
Take a wild guess.
Surprisingly, he didn't use her as a sacrifice, even though that seemed kind of suggested.
Yeah,
he was
the
going
scene
to.
was kinda hinting to go in that direction.
Yeah, I like that fake out.
Sorry, Fidel, you're gonna die.
Boy, no one ever told me that joining a cult for Ares could be this dangerous.
Uh,
Dude, did you
Ow.
forget?
Well, crud.
And of course, they had to, instead of actually getting against the enemy, the Harpies had to get on their poor random soldiers who were actually supposed to be their allies. Jeez.
Just goes to show, not always, even if you're a god, are you two trying to
But don't you see,
forces
Joe, we
beyond.
need some casualties to understand the power level of these new enemies.
But of course.
Ow!
Oh! Now you
Ow.
see me? Now you don't.
No, you don't. Yeah.
Well, crap, Amuka actually got one. You may be able to fly, but you're still a bunch of stone. So open wide.
He survives this.
Ding.
Unfortunately, Ares is able to complete the sacrifice.
Yeah, no Kuba for you, sorry.
I always wonder why they always make these special patterns when they could really just have it lead right to the door.
Well, because it's artistic and shit.
Yeah.
Of course. Huh. Underworld seems awfully light.
And now he's entering into Kingdom Hearts.
Then again, Joe, the Greek people had a conception of a single afterlife for every soul, regardless of their behavior.
True that. Huh, thank goodness the Greek gods aren't too petty if they overheard that.
Oh, hi, Cerberus. Aww.
Apparently gods only. Dramatic entrances as always, these gods.
I don't see how is this a good thing. Imagine just the bureaucracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hades isn't gonna do this for the populace. He's just doing it to tick his brother off. Speaking of sons, there's yours. And I think I smell some tears coming too.
Oh.
Interestingly enough, despite being the full-on villain, they actually do show that that Ares does have a human side to him, at least when it comes to his son.
But again, that's going back to the fact that he's not a full-time villain like some other guys like Darkseid, maybe.
Yeah. I wonder why Hades would get joy
Sorry,
out of
Freddy.
helping
Just
Ares.
wait until your ass gets chained by Granny Goodness.
How did she beat Hades of all people?
I don't know.
Oh wait, that's right. It was off screen. Fuck
Yeah.
Countdown. I hate that comic. I really do. Sorry.
Don't you mean off panel, Jova?
I'm sorry.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of tend to get a bit mad whenever I hear Countdown mentioned.
Um.
Yeah, you were doing perfectly fine with your ribs getting cracked there. Oh. Okay, Anidia Sarkassian, your move. That is, without a doubt, my favorite part in this movie. If only because, yes, that is exactly what I want to tell any feminazist who spouts that they know what's best.
Yeah. Still, you get a slap. You deserve it.
You know,
Jesus.
He really wants to compensate.
Well, consider that it was changed for a long time. He has to, get back to stuff.
Yep.
Oops.
Oh dang, full frontal assault already. Guess he expected
So
they
remind me, Jova, this is taking place before the Batman and Superman animated series. Oh wait,
Yeah.
no, I forgot. The Batman animated series is the first one chronologically.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I suppose this thing got contained only here in New York.
Yeah.
Probably some leftover Oh.
Oops. Oh god. Alas, so that tells you the truth, for you so much as much have your
Oh wait,
foot through the
is this
loop.
Washington actually? Forgot.
Yep, this is Washington,
Yep,
D.C.
it is.
All right.
Forget, when did Countdown come out?
Remember to
2007, 2008. But remember, Amazon's attack came first. Well, in between.
I know, I was...
Oh no, they beheaded Abraham.
The irony.
I love his line. Nobody messes with Lincoln!
Yes, the President of the United States in the DC universe, the most generic figure you can imagine.
However, he's also being affected by Ares's battle aura, shall we say.
So you're an agent of Parallax in secret or something?
Isn't Parallax
I'm pretty sure.
fear?
I'm pretty. Yeah, technically, but he said between our things he also absorbs fear.
Ah.
So, well, I'm supposed there's an Elseworld story where this actually is the truth. But surprise, surprise, the Amazons themselves are...
Yeah. You know, I get the feeling that this is a big apology letter for Amazon's attack.
I wonder.
You know, Amazon's actually coming to help save people in Washington, D.C. as opposed to decapitating innocent men and boys.
Yeah.
Business as usual, I see. Oh, sorry, Kratos. Huh, that actually works well.
Ow.
Around and around and around you'll go. Where you'll stop, only she knows.
Nuke 'em. Nuke 'em now.
Do it. Oh! Sick burn.
Uh-oh.
Let me guess, the atomic bomb.
I don't know if that's an atomic bomb, but it's definitely a missile, which wasn't around back then. Can't think of a better term to describe that situation, so yeah. But who wants to go stop it? Why, none other than the pilot himself, Steve Trevor. You know, actually, this would be the perfect
It's
place
a,
to make a
it's a
Captain
good thing.
America joke.
It's a good thing Amazonian technology works exactly like human plane technology.
Yeah. Otherwise, he'd have to pull Captain America. Well, with his name being Steve. I'm sorry, I don't know how to land it, so I gotta crash it somewhere. But are you as fast as Sonic?
No, because he's not a Roman god, a Greek god. So
Oh, yeah. He's superpowered enough where he can kind of summon the losing sides of armies. So what better way to wreak vengeance than to bring back the Amazonian dead? Forgive me, sisters. And as one dies, another joins the opposing side. Let me just get this out of my chest. Alright, time to make good use of this. But surprise, surprise! Turns out her bookworm sister is kind of more of a fierce fighter when she's already dead and doesn't have to worry about dying.
All right. Oh, well, she's a revenant now, so yeah, that doesn't work. It's Latin.
yeah, it's Latin.
Artemis isn't that strong a reader.
Jazzas. Now start Jazzas.
Thank goodness she spoke it clearly that second time.
I find it interesting how the Cyclops design that we just saw, by the way, is incredibly similar to the Disney Hercules one.
Interesting. And now Artemis can finally learn the virtues of reading. Of course, Ares just deals with this like, okay, you've done enough.
Yeah.
Ha! Got your nose, and your face, and your mask, and your eyes, and your everything.
Not amused.
Oh! That's a nasty reversal.
I am now. Apparently, I stole the powers of Zoom.
Oh no, the White House! Not again!
It happens.
Man, the White House always gets blown up in these things.
I know, right? Thankfully, the DC Universe must have a killer amount of insurance.
I remember LexCorp always reveals everything in a second.
The
It's
irony.
It's like in British located stories where the Big Ben is always the one who gets it.
I know, right? Invisible missiles, of course.
We should make some of these back at the military.
Now that would be helpful.
Nah.
Okay. Yep, this is definitely an apology letter for Amazon's attack. The fact that Hippolyta, of all people, is giving that speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, you both screwed up here and there. True. You know, you keep messing with your father's arsenal, eventually you're gonna get burned for it, you know. So, skip. Let's take a dunk in the pool together, shall we?
Well, actually, he's alone, but yeah.
Never mind. Let's swap places.
You know, never this would have happened if Zeus and Hera got off their asses and actually fixed things.
Well, remember. Sorry.
Man, I lose my head a lot of times, don't I?
Yeah, you do. Also, I'm sorry, son. I couldn't hear you over the booming thunder you were using.
So anyone want to get a burrito or something?
Yeah, I hear Tartarus is serving.
Hera turns to Hera turns to Zeus and is like, should we help or something? Nah, I want to see where this goes.
And so in turn, now the world of man once again now knows about Themyscira thanks to them helping out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ain't you a sight for sore eyes?
Yeah.
Yay for procreation!
I know, right? Well, next time, Hades. Next time.
Yeah, maybe I'll listen next time. But hey, at least I got a new servant out of the deal.
Yeah.
There are no figures.
Yeah, kind of is boring coming back to that island after that romp of adventure.
Mm-hmm.
To model for comics?
Oh.
Aww. Definitely like this version of Hippolyta.
Well, yeah, like Theo said earlier, at least she's not a. At least she doesn't freak
Insane.
out.
Oh. Oh, hi, Tigress.
No, actually, that's Cheetah. Tigress
Shit, I
is...
forgot. I know, I forgot I confused the name with the
Go,
Marvel
okay,
one.
go get him, Tigress, I guess.
But yeah, that was actually one of Wonder Woman's main villains, so that's a nice touch.
And of course, we had a little Superman reference where she rips the thing and reveals the outfit.
Yeah.
and takes off the glasses. And what better way than this film than on a Wonder Woman punch?
In the
Yeah.
face.
So basically, this is the second. This is what's up with 2009, because remember, Astro Boy 2009 also ended with Astro punching the screen. So that's interesting.
Yeah, they had a similar ending in this regard.
So
Yeah.
that
But
was,
yeah,
that was
final
Wonder
thoughts,
Woman.
I guess.
I thought that was pretty awesome, actually. It's
Okay.
pretty cool. It's a
Really
pretty
liked
good
it.
abridged version of the origin story.
Mm-hmm. Who wants to go first on full final thoughts?
Well, Pedro, you started. Might as well go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. I really like it. Andrea Romano, again, Andrea Romano as always picks a stellar cast, and the storyline, while taking a few liberties here and there, is pretty faithful to the Silver Age origin. There you go, Gail Simone, and oh, it turns out Gail Simone only wrote the story. She didn't actually write the screenplay, but whatever. The point is, yeah, it's a really awesome take on the origin story. So yeah, pretty awesome movie. Great animation, great writing. The music is good. Yeah, it's a pretty fun movie. Go ahead.
Theo, you
Theo.
go next.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I really liked it. Again, even though it takes a few liberties, it's pretty faithful to the origin story, and it knows where to, how to balance things out and how to explain. The only thing that was a bit weird to me was the fact that the 80s had the design of, Dionysus, Bacchus. But I guess they wanted to give him more personal look, and then again, it's still better than stuff like Sam Raimi depicting Bacchus as like the Christian devil in the Xena series. But I digress. Regardless, very very good movie. I had fun, and surprisingly enough of mature content in it.
Yeah.
But regardless, welcome, because it's not wasted. It's perfectly balanced, and it's not played for laughs or for stupidness. It understands the viewers. So and that's more than I could have asked. So yeah, definitely a plus.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it for me.
I'll open up by saying it's kind of weird that they didn't get James Woods to voice the devil, since James Woods just does show up in a few other DC animated flicks, but whatevs. Anyway, but yeah, I love this movie. Music is good. This is definitely one of the best, in my opinion, portrayals of how you do feminism good in media. You definitely get it out there, but again, you don't do it with slandering either side. Well done.
Yeah.
The action is in tip-top condition, the writing and script are wonderful, and yeah, I like how, yes, it shows off that, we're for a mature audience, but it doesn't do it just for the sake of, trying to look mature. No, it actually uses its mature content wisely to just the right extent for humor and, again, maturity in the overall storytelling. The narrative is well portrayed. It doesn't really leave you with any questions. It explains stuff well, and the characters are all well-rounded, and none of them, are a strict, just outright cartoony bad guy. Ironic, since this is based off from the Silver Age, but then again, of course, something's gotta change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. I definitely recommend it. You'll have a lot of fun. The voice acting is great. It's a wonderful film. overall, this was a fun movie. We hope you enjoyed it as much, and look forward to whatever DC related thing we do next.
See you, everybody.
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah.